Now, get involved on Prime News at 7.
Welcome back, everyone. The Chattanooga Community Kitchen is always serving meals to the area homeless. They also serve families in transition at the McClellan Shelter for Families. Now the Community Kitchen is encouraging you to eat out at several local restaurants to support the shelter for Family Dinner Week. Jens Christensen is here to tell us a little bit more about this cool fundraiser. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So when does Family Dinner Week kick off?
So it kicks off this weekend, May 6th through the 13th. And really what we're encouraging people to do is to go dine with their families to support families in need. And it couldn't come at a better time for us since it's Mother's Day week as well.
Of course. And what are some of the great restaurants being featured in the fundraiser?
So we have 5 area restaurants. All of them are wonderful. It's Stir, if you know where that is, down at the Choo Choo. Across the street, it's Blue Orleans. We have Taqueria Jalisco, which has 2 different locations participating in it. We have Vine Street Market. And then we also have Two Sons Kitchen and Bakery, which is a great new place on MLK. So all of them are wonderful places. They're great places you can take your family, you can sit down, and they're going to donate 10% of the proceeds from that meal to support our family shelter.
That's wonderful. And of course, you're benefiting 2 causes, the shelter and of course supporting these local businesses.
Oh, absolutely. And you're getting to dine out with your family.
Yeah, a lot of fun for Mother's Day.
Exactly.
And so I know you said 10% of the proceeds go back toward the shelter. Do residents need to say when they're eating their meal that this is for the fundraiser, or does it automatically go toward that?
Now, the restaurants have agreed to automatically do it, but we would love it if people would remind the server that they're here to support families in need and they're dining together as a family to support those families in our McClellan shelter.
How many families do you serve at the shelter?
So we have 13 families at a time that will be in the shelter, and it's a very unique setup in that the very night you become homeless, you can actually turn to the McClellan Shelter for Families, and you can be moved in that night. It could be 2 a.m. It doesn't matter. When a family loses their housing, if we have a room available, you can move in 24/7. You stay up to 90 days. It's really a transition period to help a family get back on their feet. And in an average year, we'll serve about 100 to 110 different families in that family shelter who will come through. The coolest part is they get to stay together. In a lot of shelter settings, families will be divided. The men go to one side, the women to another. And really, anyone that's in your family can be included in that family unit and stay with us in our shelter because they have a bathroom to themselves. They have a lot of great things. We've had multi-generational families. We've had people with 6 or 7 or 8 children. It's really just whatever a family is, as long as there is a child in that household.
And it's good to have a resource like that because, you know, families can struggle at some point and to have that available to them.
It's surprising to most people to know that families are actually the fastest growing segment of homelessness, not just in Chattanooga, but in the entire nation. Because if you think about it, single parents, intact couples, it really doesn't matter. When you have children and you have needs, it really spirals much more quickly out of control just to meet those basic needs and pay those bills.
Right, and it's such a good thing that we can have a fundraiser like this so we can support these families that are in transition.
Absolutely. We're truly grateful to these 5 restaurants and, of course, all of Chattanooga for really giving back and being a family-friendly town.
Of course. And again, this event, the Family Dinner Week, is from May 6th through the 13th. Great idea to go to one of these businesses for maybe a Mother's Day dinner and support a good cause. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
If you can't make dinner, do lunch.
There you go. Either one works. Here's Patrick with another check on your weather.